All right, what's good, y'all? So look, let's talk the latest with the Heisman poll, man, via On3. This is how they got it ranked up. So obviously the number one spot, Ty Simpson. He did not play this past week. They were on a bye week. They resumed play this week against LSU, man, but he's been phenomenal. Big road victory last week for them against South Carolina. And obviously just making the plays you need to make late in games to win. That is what Ty Simpson's been doing, man. So he deserves to be number one on this list. He's been balling out, and he's in the driver's seat right now for the Heisman. Next up, a guy that has moved up in this list, Julian Sand. Love to see it because he's been so underrated all year. He's finally getting his kudos and his well-due and his just respect. And, I mean, how about against Penn State once again having a phenomenal game for Julian Sand, something he's been doing all year, even at one point in the season, 80% completion percentage. So Julian Sand, obviously right down here below, deserves to be on this list. And it's crazy because Coach Saban even came out and said, I'm a dumbass for not, for having him on the scout team and seeing it. And that's what I was trying to say about Alabama. Everybody came for me when I said, like, he wasn't really wanted. I don't think the coaches really went out their way to try to keep him. You know what I'm saying? But he made the decision on his own anyway to end up leaving. But he definitely was a guy that could have played, earlier. And now you're seeing the fruition. And sometimes you have to leave a spot in order to kind of get your worth and see your worth, for other people to see your worth. And Sane's been balling, so definitely deserves to be on this list. Fernando Mendoza, man, what can you say about him, man? He's been balling for Indiana, number 2 team in the country. We'll see the rankings when they come out, obviously, tomorrow night. But he's been doing his thing. He's been phenomenal all season long. And a big victory. I thought Maryland would put up a little bit more of a fight. They ended up firing their coach, but I thought with Malik Washington, they'd be able to do, be able to make it tough. Raucous environment, College Park, Maryland. Like, that just seemed like a game that Indiana would slip up. But this team's for real. They're not playing around, and they're a national contender. And then y'all know how I felt about Marshall Reed, man. Glad to see him at number 4, man. I really like that. I feel like he's so underrated on what he's been doing this season for Texas A&M. He's been balling out at a high level all year long. And he's a dude, man. I mean, you look at what he did in LSU, practically had them fire their coach, with his performance alone. I know he had 2 interceptions in that game, but he's been phenomenal. Another big road test against Missouri this week, but he's been doing his thing. Next up, you got QB1, Trinidad Chambliss. Another stud quarterback, man. Love the way he's been playing. I told you, man, for Ole Miss, like once they started playing him, this season would turn around for them, and we've seen it. He's getting better and better at every game, and he's playing at a high level. Big-time victory last week, obviously, over South Carolina, getting it done, man. He's been phenomenal all year long. Now, King obviously dropped in the poll. I think he was number 4 last week for On3, but definitely a guy I think deserves to be high on this list. Now, look, the last game was not his fault. He had 511 total yards in the game. He had 408 yards through the air, 100-plus yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns. Like, he did everything he could do to help his team win, man. He just got disappointed by his defense, man. But Haynes King, like, if they go 11-1, they beat Georgia, in the CFP, I think he'll be in that conversation for Heisman. He definitely deserves to be a finalist, man. Without his performance this year, Georgia Tech will not be as good, man. He is the leader of this team, and he's a guy that's going to put on a lot. And he looks really good and really comfortable, man. He's playing some of his best ball. Now, Pavia obviously didn't have his best game against Texas, but you love the resiliency. You love the fight back towards the end of that game, right? They could have gave up. They could have quilted a little bit. They did not. They ended up scoring like 21 points in the fourth quarter, made things interesting towards the end, nearly that close to getting an onside kick before going down the field and obviously scoring. So shout out to Diego Pavia for not having that quit, man. Big game coming up for them, must-win game moving forward. 2 losses now, can't lose anymore for the SEC. But if they win out, they win the last 3 games, they'll be in that spot, that situation. Next up, Dante Moore. They was on the bye week this week, so number 8, that definitely makes sense. He's been having a solid year, though, for Oregon. Reason why they're the top-ranked team in the country, only loss, obviously, was to Indiana. He can do a lot for his state going forward. Now, Iowa's an underrated team, but really stout defense as always. Offense has improved. That's going to be a game to watch, obviously, on Saturday, and he can definitely raise his Heisman stock. Jeremiah Love, man, y'all know how I feel about him. I think 9 is too low. I would even move him above maybe Trinidad Chambliss, move King up a spot as well. But Jeremiah Love, man, I mean, he's the engine of that Notre Dame team. They got Jadarian Price who they can get a ball to in the backfield, but without Jeremiah Love, this team would not be as good, man. Like, they're just not the same team, same caliber team. He's that special. 95-yard touchdown run against Boston College. Dude is a stud. And then at number 10, finally getting some love is Jeremiah Smith. We've seen the one-handed catch. Nasty work, man, against the DB, man. Highlight real catch. Put him on a poster. Kid is special, man. And good to see him getting a little bit of his respect, too. A lot of people sleeping on his season this year, but he's continuing to step up and have, big games. And I think he's going to be due for big games coming up. So there you have it, man. There's the Heisman poll. That's my thoughts, man, of the rankings and how, obviously, I see it coming out. But that's going to do it, man.